Hey, what's up? What's going on? Could you guys please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mary Jane? And can you guys please like the video? It'll be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Anyways, we're going to be talking about the Bad Girls Club, Season 17, Episode 6. Well, I really did like this episode. I laughed this whole episode. It was funny as shit. They really did a good one. So episode 6 is on point. Basically, we start off with Kiara waking up in the morning, and she's still mad because Bree came into her room and told her to be quiet because her and Deshayla was too loud the previous night. And Key is still mad because she doesn't want to feel like somebody punked her at all. She ain't about that life because she is from Compton. So then we get to Seven's on the phone with her mother, talking to her mother about, this overly tan stripper talking shit or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm about to beat the brakes off this bitch. And Seven mother says, you have options, I guess. So anyways, we move to Kiki talking to Brianna because Brianna and Kiki needs to talk because Kiki feels like she was disrespected by being rudely interrupted by Bree. I'm just going to call her Bree. By Bree because Bree told her to be quiet. So they have the conversation and Bree says, I came to you politely and told you, can you please keep it down? The first time. The second time I came back is because and then because you guys were stumping or whatever, and I wasn't that polite. And so then Key says, come on, what are you talking about? You know what? This conversation's done. Fuck it. Fuck this bitch. I ain't wasting my time on this hoe right now. So basically that ends the conversation. There's no more. It wasn't really a conversation anyways. It was back and forth and nobody was listening. So they're on that bullshit. They're on that bullshit today, son. So anyways, so Bree says every day she's gonna fight. She don't give a fuck. Bree says she's gonna fight anybody and everybody. She's about that life. She'll fight a bitch every day. She says, how about that? How about that? I'm gonna fight bitch every day. How about that, motherfuckers? Basically, that's what she's saying. So she's on that bullshit. And she says this to Kiana while they're on the balcony smoking a cigarette with Sayora. She's about that life and she don't give a fuck. Bree is real messy. So then Fran, Kiana go out. Fran, Kiana, and Sayora go out on the streets looking for guys for speed dating. So they find a bunch of guys, take pictures. And basically because Kiana wants to make sure that she becomes a matchmaker and she wants to hook these ladies up with guys. Maybe it'll be fun. Something else to do other than fucking fighting and arguing, right? So anyways, they pick up guys. It's all good. And, what's her name? Fran feels like she's a good secretary. So that's cool. So Kiki buy some skates and she goes skating in the house and she busts her fucking ass. And that was funny too. And so all the girls are hanging around in the house having fun on the balcony talking. So they begin to play this game called Never Ever Had I. And so I'm just going to stick to the shit that made me. And Bree says, never ever had I had sex with a white man for free. Bree raises her hand. So does Sayora. These hoes stick together. They're just telling the world that they love to get paid for sex. These freaky hoes. So anyways, well, we already knew Sayora was about them dudes. She knows she's a good escort, and Bree is a ghetto escort. They call themselves bouge ghetto. Like, oh my god. So anyways, and then Bree brags about her clients. I told you earlier, when you say clients, my regulars, you're a prostitute. And she goes, I got paid to pee in a guy's mouth, and it was $4,000 later. She says that, so she gets paid to urinate in gentlemen's mouths. She gets paid to kick guys in the balls, and she's proud of it. Her parents are proud of it too as well, and she's letting the world know she's available. So if you want your mouth pissed in, Bree is available to piss in your mouth. It's some fucked up shit. Like, why are you guys saying this shit on TV? I'm not even judging you, but you don't say this on national TV. But if you have no shame in your game and no respect or dignity, this is the perfect place, the Bad Girls Club, to air out your dirty, dirty laundry. These fucking whores are crazy. And so, Bree says she's been paid to pee in guy's mouth. But I pretty much believe she's been paid to do a lot more than that. I bet she done some nasty shit, and she sticks out her tongue. And she's like, nasty bitch. I bet she eats shit. Oh my God. I bet she does all that nasty shit. And then Fran is in a corner like, oh my God, me and this girl have nothing in common. She's so disgusting. I can't stand Bree. She is just trash. That's how Fran feels, because Fran feels that all the girls are liking Brianna or Bree. They like Bree a lot, and Bree is sticking out more than Fran is. Fran is not liking that, but Fran has a reason not to like her, because she's a skeevy, dirty, nasty bitch. So Fran has a right to not like her, if you know what I mean. So that's on that point. So then, so Fran and Sayora goes to a hookah bar because Sayora wants to do hookah. She wants to own her own hookah bar because she's Pakistani or whatever. So they meet up. So these two leave. And as they're leaving, there's a little side note. And it's Fran. Fran is saying, oh, Bree's supposed to be such Sayora's best friend. How come she's not going with her to this hookah bar? Because Bree don't give a fuck what this bitch does like that. She ain't here for positivity. She's here to fuck, get drunk, and dance, and that's it. She's not here for that positive shit. So anyways, they go Fran throwing digs and running her mouth again. So anyways, they go to the hookah bar. The hookah bar is nice. They got all this different stuff for different types of hookah, and the guy's saying to Sayora, do you want to brand your own hookah, your own tobacco, name it after yourself, because that's usually what he does or whatever. So basically, she's probably gonna meet up with him later on. She tells the guy that, please look out for my email, because I am gonna email you, and blase and the third, because she probably want to fuck for a license, fuck for some hookah, because her and Bree are the top-notch hoes in the house. So anyways, so once we get past that, so they come back into the house, and so now it's time to go speed dating. So they get ready to go speed dating. All the girls arrive. None of the guys show up. Only 3 guys show up. 3 motherfucking guys show up. But anyways, they still try to have a successful night. And let's say the guys wasn't my type, and it wasn't anybody's type really, that any of the girls, but Bree had to put on a show and say, hey, do you want to touch my ass? It's fake. So now we know Bree ass is fake, and she's proud of it. She should have got a better job, because her fake ass has satellites all over it, little dents all in that fake ass. Ooh, skeevy. Bet she got some bumps over there too. But anyways, moving forward, so she's twerking, she's dancing, she's shaking that booty in front of this guy, just one guy. And the guy was like, oh, let me get my wallet. And then Bree says, you ain't about that life. You ready to pay for this pussy? So Kiki knows, look towards the corner, and she sees that Fran is upset, and Fran is steaming. Fran does not like Bree, and Kiki is like, I can't wait for this to boil over, because Fran is only going to be able to keep up this fakeness for so long. My, Kiki's fucking right. So anyways, Fran is like, oh, she's so nasty, she's so disgusting, look at her just shaking her booty right now, there's no need to do that right now, she's just disgusting. So after that, Bree's on the phone with her parents, and her parents look normal. They look like they middle class, decent family. They raised such a filthy whore. So anyways, Bree's like, hey, I want you guys to meet the girls. So Shayla and Kiki meet Bree's parents, and it was like, yo, how is this your daughter? You guys look decent. Because, and the mom says, oh, she gets this from her daddy. She get it from her daddy. That was kind of freakish in a way, kind of incense. In a way, I'm saying incense. It was kind of like, oh, she get it from her daddy. What the fuck? You be teaching her how to suck dick, piss a motherfucker's mouth, and shake her ass? That's just, isn't that like incest and shit? What the fuck? So anyways, so moving on from that, they all start to hate on Sayora again. They go to the club, it's popping or whatever, and earlier at the speed dating, Seven says she likes thugs and thugs only. She wants an NIGGA so she can get drunk and smoke weed all day. So anyways, they're at the club, and then they spot some thugs. Seven spots some thugs. And Bree, she spots some thugs. So anyways, Sayora knows the thugs because Sayora is another whore. She calls him over because she knows his friends. And everybody's like, oh, this bitch knows every nigga. She knows all the penises. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, Sayora calls him over, and she introduced him to blonde whore too. So, but he looked at her and he was like, hey, nice to meet you. But then he just got back into Sayora's face. You know what I mean? And then so now Bree is like, look at that bitch, I can't stand her, look what she's doing. Then she tells that to Kiki, and Kiki was like, yeah, she does that shit all the time. She's always taking the men. You ain't gonna get no penis when Sayora's around, because she is the penis taker. But anyways, but I would like to say this. Usually, in my experience going out, if there's a guy that comes over and one of us know him or whatever, and we introduce him to all the girls, the guy usually gravitates towards the girl that he wants, and he'll talk to her. And so that's exactly what this guy did. But if the guy wanted to talk to Bree, he would have said, hey, so what's up with your girl? And then they would have started the conversation. But he said hello to Bree. Then he went back to talk to Sayora because he was not feeling Bree. And that's what happened. Because usually a guy was like, is his pick of the litter. It's his choice right now, because you called him over because somebody's interested in him. And Sayora said, hey, my girl wants to know your name, blah, blah, blah. And he had tattoos all over his face and shit like that. So he chose to talk to Sayora because she looks better. What the fuck? Why would he be talking to this prostitute on camera? He ain't stupid. Even though he's from the Midwest, he ain't stupid. So he's talking to the Pakistani whore. I don't know what else to say. So don't get mad at me for that. But that's what she said, and she's been acting like a whore. Maybe I should take that out. I don't know. But anyway, so now they get back in the van. Seven's happy because the guy that she wanted to talk to, she's able to talk to. She gets his number. She didn't need nobody help. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? She can get her own. Bree can't do that. Not unless she's in a strip club. Because she's tore up. So anyways, and then let's see how nasty this nasty bitch gets. So she's in the van, the party bus. She decides she has to go to the bathroom. Why didn't you use the bathroom before you left the club, motherfucker? Why didn't you go around the corner and use the bathroom in some alley? You're used to fucking in alleys. Don't act like you don't do it. For you to be on national TV and pee in a lemonade jar, then pee on the floor, is disgusting. And Kiana said that it was disgusting. So did Fran say it was disgusting. Call her disgusting and nasty. And no one else said anything. They just watched and they were quiet. And so, Bree was like, "Oh, you want to call me a disgusting, dirty bitch, what you are. So we gonna fight when we get back to the house. How about that, bitch? You want to run your mouth and talk shit? How about that, bitch?" Excuse me. And it's very important that we notice this, because you know what? I've been from the other episodes I reviewed of Bad Girls Club, I have told you Fran be talking mad shit on the low. Like, Fran called the girls animals. She said they wasn't trained. She said she would never hang out with these girls if they wasn't in this house. And she be throwing all types of comments, but everybody ignores it. Don't pay her no mind, because she be saying all types of dumb shit under her voice and disrespecting people on the low. But Bree called her out on it. Bree was like, "Nah, you're not gonna get a pass from me, bitch. That's not gonna happen." And so I feel Bree on that. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get a pass. You're gonna call me a dirty, disgusting bitch. You know what I'm saying? And Bree was like, you two bitches, you, Kiana, and fucking Fran, we supposed to be down. We supposed to be a team or whatever. If you didn't like what the fuck I was doing, you should have pulled me over to the side and said something. You should have said some shit to me on the side. But you shouldn't try to disrespect me in front of the girls that we kind of got beef with. You know what I'm saying? Sayara kept her mouth closed because she's smart. She likes to fuck, not fight. So Bree's like, fuck that. This bitch is mine. She was like, "How about that? I'm nasty. Guess what? There's pee all over the floor. How about that, bitch?" And she started biting her nails off. And that's what cuts the other girls when they get to fighting or whatever. Because when you bite them fake nails off, it's like little sharp knives and shit. Little sharp toothpicks. It's like a blade. Ugh. Nasty shits on your hands. I got my own nails. You probably didn't see them clearly, but I have my own nails. I don't put that poison on my fingers. You're not gonna put that poison all on me while you got a mask on and shit. You ain't gonna put that poison on me. I don't know what the fuck that equivalent and all that shit is. That shit goes right into your bloodstream. When people do bumps, they put cocaine bumps under their fingernails to get high. So you're putting all that poison fucking shit on your nails. I'm good with that. So anyways, Bree's like, "How about that, bitch? How about that? When we get back to the house, I'm gonna beat your ass. How about that, bitch?" And Fran is like, "Oh, I didn't say I wanted to fight you or anything, Brianna." And then Brianna stops, everybody stops, and they turn around and they all just started laughing like, "You ain't my mama. You sound like somebody's mama and shit." So anyways, that shit was funny. That shit was hilarious. They all just like stopped. And I was just like, She was like, "You want to run your mouth about that?" And guess what? They paid me $1,000 to pee in their mouth. And I get paid $2,000 to eat shit. That's what she's saying. Basically, she'll do anything for money. She has a price. So anyway, and then Bree feels that Kiana need to mind her business, stay out the way, let her handle it. And basically, as they're walking in the house, Kiana says, "We will jump this bitch," or whatever. And so the other girls overheard that, was like, "Yo," especially Kiki. And I gotta give Kiki respect this episode, because Kiki was like, "Ain't nobody gonna jump nobody." If somebody was to try to jump Kiana, even though we ain't getting along, I'm not gonna let nobody jump her. You know what I mean? Because we from Bompton. We don't do that around here. We don't jump bitches. You know what I mean? We throw hands in this neighborhood. So anyways, Kiana plan is spoiled. And so Sayora, Kiana, and Fran are standing near the bedroom, and here comes Bree, the big old wolf. And Kiana's trying to make sure that the fight doesn't happen. So she's trying to block Bree from hitting Fran, and so she's standing in front of Fran, so Bree can't hit her. Sayora was on the other side of Kayana, and then Kayana. And so then Fran was like, oh, not Fran, Sayora was like, oh, let me get up out of this. And she exit towards the room. She wants no part of fighting. She wants no part of, like, if you haven't noticed, Sayora never wants to fight. Anytime there's any type of beef going on, she's dormant. She's running. She don't want to be a part of it. Even the time that she faked like she was real drunk when Kayana was trying to wake her up to let her know that they're about to fight or whatever. So, and that was the last episode, I believe. So it's all good. And so, but Bree gets a punch in. And I guess she opens her hand too as well, and she got scratches. And so, so then Bree and Fran starts to fight. And they're like pulling hair, a little smack, and she's scratching her with the thing. And what's her name? Fran is kicking her legs, kicking her feet, trying to kick him and shit like that. And so then what is her name? Kayana gets on top of, grabs Bree and like pulls her back, and she's on her. Security runs, break the shit up. So boom, there we go. And then, you know, and also Bree said, this manicure job cost me $130 worth of poison I paid for. I'm gonna click them off and put them back on. So anyways, and then also Bree says, no, how they're gonna have to clean up piss and these broken ass nails. How about that? I'm like, this bitch is crazy. This nasty horse, funny as fuck. So anyways, after that, so then, you know, Sayora gets out the way because she's smart. She ain't trying to get in it. You know what I mean? Because she also feels, which she says later on, that these bitches didn't have my back for 5 days. You know, and whatever. And so then after that, you know, what is her name? Kayana goes to see that Sayora and Bree is talking or whatever. And so anyways, Bree and Sayora's talking. Mind you, the rest of the girls is just laughing. They think this shit is funny. They're watching their whole crew fall apart. So anyways, Bree is telling Sayora like, yo, you know, I had beef with Fran, that's it. And Sayora's like, oh, everyone's mad. They're mad at me because I'm not picking a side. And I don't want to pick a side. I never pick a side. I stay neutral. That's how I be. You know, I don't fight. I ain't here to fight. I'm here to fucking suck and drink. That's it, basically. And Bree was like, yo, my problem is that, you know, I called that guy over to, you called the guy over and I told you I wanted to talk to him and you was all up in his face or whatever. And then Sayora says, oh, I wasn't trying to be up in his face. I was just trying to get information for you, blah, blah, blah. She was like, yo, but don't do that shit no more because that's fucked up. If I wanted that dick or whatever, and you you're a car blocking ass bitch. But since you don't know no fucking better, I'm gonna let it go. But that bitch Fran disrespected me, called me a dirty, motherfucking, nasty piece of shit. Which I am, but she ain't got no right to call me that, basically. So that's how that goes. And so then, what is her name? Kayana was like, oh, what? Sayora, why the fuck you talking to Bree? You see what she did to Fran? Blah blah blah. This fucking bitch. And so Kayana runs to go find Fran. Where's Fran? Are these bitches drunk? Are they fucking? What the fuck? So she goes to find Fran. Fran is on the floor, like in a fetal position with a white towel or robe around her, crying. Her face is all fucked up, but it's because of the nails and shit. And her face is all fucked up or whatever. And so then, you know, Kayana picks her up like, oh, Fran, I love you, and all that bullshit. So they go to the bedroom to talk. Sayora comes into the room, and so then, you know, Fran goes, did you have my back or whatever? Did you do anything to help out? But Fran says that she felt that Sayora should have just tried to control Bree and tried to calm down the fight. No, you ran your mouth. Nobody else is running their mouth. You've been running your mouth the whole entire season under your breath. And you was running your mouth under your breath, hoping no one heard you. But she heard you and she confronted you on it. So Brand. I just call her Bree. Bree heard you and she came for you. And so then Kiana jumps up into Sayora's face. It's like, how come you didn't have her bag? Blah, blah, blah. And she smacked her like, boom. And then Sayora went like this. Knocked the wind out this bitch. That shit was funny. Only thing I'm trying to say is all this violence that they're doing, this is what they do in the Bad Girls Club. This is Bad Girls Land. So we don't really act like this in real life because people will go to jail and get hurt. So, but in Bad Girls Land, Bad Girls Club Land, that shit was fire, 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 fire. Yo, she slapped this shit out of her. Like, boom. And her just body went like boom, 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 boom. That shit was so funny. But then Sayora jumps up. I'ma fuck you up, bitch. Security got Sayora. Sayora can't get anything off. You know what I mean? So then after that, Kiana was like, I'm tired. Her fat ass is tired. She just like, I'm tired to go to sleep. It was a rough night. And she goes to sleep. They wake up in the morning. Oh no, I'm missing a part. So anyways, when Kiana is talking to Fran, when she has this white towel and shit around her or whatever, and her and Kiana are talking or whatever, and Seven runs over, and Seven was like, I want to instigate this shit. You know, Kiana's always talking, she's always running her mouth like she's gonna do something. Then I want to see her do. I want to see her be about that life when she knows that Kiana can't fight at all. So anyways, Kiana goes over to, so Seven goes over to them and say like, yo, stop crying, stop acting up like that. Like, yo, you want to defend your girl and that's your girl, you're supposed to have her back. Go over there and say something to her. Go over there and talk to Brie, whatever. So then Kiana was like, okay, fuck that. Fran's my girl, that's my girl. I'm not gonna let it go down like that. So Fran goes over there to go talk to Brie, and Brie was like, yo, just mind your business, mind your P's and Q's. You ain't about that life. This ain't about you. I had a problem with her because she said this. And so then Kiana's like, no, that's my girl, whatever. And what am I supposed to do? I gotta defend my girl's name. I gotta defend my girl like she's her man. Like, I don't know how they fucking. So anyways, Bree says, well then defend her honor then. And then Kiana pushes Bree breaks back a little bit. Then Bree grabs her hair. Then they're grabbing each other's hair, trying to get little licks in. Security jumps in on the other side, jumps in the middle. So as Bree is going over security like this, trying to hit Kiana, she's not hitting Kiana, she's hitting the security guard. And so Kiana says, you hit the security guard, you didn't hit me, bitch, or whatever. So security runs, and so security yokes up Bree. Once security yokes up Bree says, why they yoking her up? She goes, get her, they're letting her go, they're letting that wild animal go. And she's getting loose, don't let her go. Because she's trying to sit on me and shit. That fat bitch is trying to sit on me. And so then Bree starts to say, oh, you only pushed me because security came, blah, blah, blah. Blase ain't a third. So then they're escorting Brianna out the room. So Bree leaves the room or whatever. And then so Kiana goes in there to talk to Fran. And then Sayora was there. Now, when Sayora gets smacked, she smacked the shit out of her like this. Boom! Like with all, like it was like all her weight from her hips and her thighs and her shoulders. She put it in that arm and she went smacked this shit out of her. And Sayura's body was like, and she got back up. She got up and tried to come after her. That shit was fucking hilarious. That was the best fucking shit I ever seen. Next to Kiki getting tossed on the ground by Susan. That shit was hilarious. She slapped this shit out of her, son. She slapped this shit. And so Fran is still talking shit. Fran is saying, you fucking disgusting stripper, nasty bitch, you whore. And then Bree goes, fuck you, you broke bitch. That's why you still with your parents. You broke dusty bitch. And then Bree is twerking and shit. So, these bitches are lit. So then from there, they go to bed. So they wake up in the morning, early in the morning. Whoa, how they wake up in the morning. But mind you, Kiki, Seven, and Shayla are laughing, eating cupcakes. They're talking mad shit or whatever. It is just mad funny. And first thing in the morning, Fran hasn't learned her lesson. She's still talking shit. Fran says, "Oh, you fucking asshole," early in the morning to Bree. Like, you can't beat this girl. Well, I don't know. Maybe if you guys fight again and Bree don't have them nails all chipped up. So, but anyways, and so then it's Kiki, Shayla, Fran, and Kiana. They're talking. Bree is in the next room putting on her makeup because she ain't bothered. And so she can overhear Kiana and Fran saying that, Bree called you a bully. Bree said that she'll fight you guys every night. The rest of the girls are on hush because they're following you, Blase and a third. And it was like, and so basically they dry snitching on her. Just because you got in a beef with her, you got into a fight with her, doesn't mean that Kiana and Fran should be running their mouth, because what if she ran her mouth and said the things that you guys said about them? So basically, just because you guys had a beef or had a fight, because you guys could easily squash it, why the fuck do you have to run your mouth and try to dry snitch on her? But also let's get Fran and Sayora. They talk, and Sayora was like she always said, I didn't have nobody's side. I wasn't trying to get into it. I wasn't trying to fight. Sayora's not fucking with Kiki no more unless she has a big apology. First of all, the way that fucking Kiana slapped the shit out of you, Sayora, soon as you woke up in the morning, you should have been beating that bitch ass. When she went to sleep, you should have been beating that bitch ass. Like, come on, she smacked this dog shit out of you. Like, that shit was so fucking funny. So anyways, I guess Sayora and Fran are not going to be friends. Fran is like, look at my face. Look what my mouth did. My mouth. What's the old saying? Don't write checks that your ass can't cash. Don't talk shit if you can't back it up. Basically, that's what happened. And Fran is still talking shit. She's gonna have Kiana getting her ass whooped all over the place. But let me not miss that Sayora and Bree was talking in the morning too. Why Bree was cracking eggs and shit, whatever. And Sayora was like, she hurt me so bad. And so Bree was like, first of all, stop fucking crying, bitch. I ain't trying to hear that shit. She's like, stop crying, ho. And so then Bree was like, and she was like, so why Kiana, hit you or whatever? She was like, oh, she hit me because I didn't do nothing. I didn't help out. I didn't try to do anything. I didn't have nobody's back. And then so Bree was like, yo, won't this bitch stop fighting everybody for somebody else? This bitch is always fighting somebody else fights, always fighting somebody else battles. Won't she fight a bitch because she wants to fight her, not because somebody else wants her to fight her? What the fuck? And that's true. Fight your own battles, Fran. Kiana, you're fighting Fran's battles. You fought Sayora's battles. You don't even really have beef with anybody you're fighting. You're just doing it in the name of friendship. I think you're down there licking their pussy, and that's why you're fighting these battles for them. But I guess you and Sayora are over. So anyway, so then after that, so Bree did have a point. Won't you fight bitches that you want to fight, not for somebody else? Fight your own fucking battles, motherfucker. Bree says to Sayora, stop fighting bitches for someone else. Fight someone for yourself, bitch. So yeah, I like that. So then after that, so now Kiki and Shayla are laughing their ass off. 7 too as well. They're having a joyous time. They're talking shit in their confessionals. You know, Fran was like, then after that, Fran's like, first thing in the morning, she's saying asshole. And so then they starts to dry snitch Bree or whatever. And then Kiki says, I seen her fight. She better not say shit to me. Kiki's like, I seen that bitch fight. She better not say shit to me because I'm from Bompton. So anyways, so then after that, Kiki ends up talking to Brianna, and Kiki was like, yo, you didn't give me a motherfucking chance. If you would have gave me a fucking chance from the jump street, you would have realized why the fuck I wasn't fucking with these bitches. See how you fought these bitches or whatever? That wouldn't even have to went down like that if you was listening to me. I was trying to put you up on game, bitch, and you wasn't hearing it from me. You just turned your ears and your nose and everything up towards me, and you prejudged me. You know what I'm saying? But no, Kiki, you was trying too hard to be her friend, and that was a caution sign. But she should have heaved to the message that you was trying to tell her. So, and then Bree does say like, damn, the two bitches I'm cool with, that's who I fought, or whatever. So anyways, Bree says, I only said that if there's a bully in the house, me and that bully's gonna get into it because I don't like bullies. You know, and Bree is like, yo, I can hear them talking, like, and Kiki stirring up the pot. And then Seven is like, yo, Kiki, pay attention because these bitches are trying to get you on their side because neither one of these motherfuckers can fight. So don't even get into it or whatever. So anyways, that was it. I like that slap. That shit was funny. Now there's gonna be more alliances break up. There's gonna be more shit going on. But this violence is only okay on Bad Girls Land. This is what they do. This is why you sign up for the show. This is why people like me review it. But in real life, people will get their ass beat. They'll be in jail. But it was real nasty for Brianna to pee all in that van. Like, And I'm surprised none of the other girls on the other squad didn't say anything because you know what? They knew Fran was. So anyways, please like and subscribe. Please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. Peace. I'm out. Bad Girls Club. That fucking smack was like Friday. Who knocked you the fuck out? Peace.